Hello and welcome back. I'm so glad that you're still coming back. So today at work, as some of you already know, that I listen to videos on YouTube all throughout my workday. Throughout my workday, sometimes I get messages, sometimes I see more things. But I was listening to a woman hypnotize her clients, and the higher self came through on one person and was talking about how I'm kind of confused how it went actually now that I'm thinking about it, because the higher self came forth and this hypnosis was done within the last 6 months. I don't remember exactly when, but the higher self was saying that the Galactic Federation was considering for the extraterrestrials to come to Earth to help the humans straighten up their act, more or less, as in taking better care of Earth. Stop polluting, create environmental safe things, etc., etc. And while I was listening to it, I had a remembrance of two of the visions I had. And I kind of want to put them together on here, especially for the people who are new, or in case you've missed it, because I had posted, I think, both in separate videos because they happened separate times. So one was, I was watching TV, I think. I was busy doing something. I was either on my phone, which I should stop, or I was watching TV, and it's broke thanks to my star family. This vision started, I don't remember which one I had first, but this vision had started with me seeing Earth as a crystalline city. Well, not the whole entire globe was a city, but you know where I'm going. I saw a vision of somewhere on, I'm assuming it was Earth, and it was crystalline. The buildings were like silver or crystal, not 100% sure, but they were all silver. And I'm thinking they were metal, possibly, now that I'm talking out loud about it, because that would be environmentally safe. You're not cutting down trees for wood. You're using metal. And knowing where you get metal from, that might be a concern, maybe, but you're not killing something to get it. And in my opinion, it would be safe, like in tornadoes, depending how you create it, in earthquakes, and etc., etc. But the buildings were glass and metal. And then I saw people walking, like on a boardwalk type of thing, but it was cement, it wasn't wood, and they were dressed in gray. And it was like, there was no fashion trend, but what they were wearing was nice. Different styles, but both were gray. And I want to say one was male, one was female. I'm not 100% on that. But I got the message with that saying, this is what we should be looking like. Or it was, this is what we will be looking like. I can't remember. And there goes an orb. So I had a very comforted feeling about that vision. I was like, oh, that would be beautiful if that would happen during my time being here in this lifetime. I don't think it will, because I'm 54 and we're not going to make that drastic of change. We're also supposed to be making cars more environmental friendly. Here comes Mouse. She's got allergies really bad today. I gave her medicine, but she didn't finish one dose yesterday. So she's crackling in her voice. And then the next vision was actually in a dream. And I can tell you it was very vivid. It was real. I actually had went somewhere in the future and seen this. Somebody had evidently time traveled me, evidently. And I was in a vehicle. It was silent, but it was on the ground, I think. If it wasn't on the ground, it was hovering slightly above it, because it looked like that I was looking at windows and, the cars we drive now was down low. They were down low I can't even talk. They're down low in the vision I was in, the dream, or whatever you want to call it. And this part was funny. We were driving around a Walmart, but it was updated. It was futuristic. It was made of like wood on the outside, a dark wood, like it was either stained or a dark wood naturally. I don't know if that even exists. I don't know. But in the front of it said Walmart. And I don't remember the colors, but I knew it was Walmart. And as we drove around the front and went around, and as we went around, there were houses and apartments. And everything was clean. And I am meaning clean and orderly and well put. The lawns were immaculate. No clutter, no extra flowers. It was the bare minimal, but pretty and nice. And the grass was beautiful green. And I remember looking at these houses thinking, why are such beautiful houses behind Walmart? And as we're driving around Walmart, it was like we're in Walmart's parking lot. But you drove off a little bit to a narrow road, like you would through a neighborhood, to the houses and apartments. But as we're driving around, I'm noticing an extra road to these houses. And it was like a one-way road because it was narrow, or you were able to pull off, something like that. And I'm like, why are such beautiful houses made behind a Walmart? But as we were driving around behind it, even the back of it was clean. And you know where the dumpsters are and the truck drivers go, and it's not always appealing to the eye. This was. And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, this is Walmart. This is beautiful. And I'm looking at the houses, and they were all the same color, a dark wood, but made differently. And we're driving around and we come across some apartments. And now keep in mind that this parking lot was enormous. And I don't know if the store was enormous, but I remember the parking lot and the roads going around it was. When we went to the apartment side, the apartments were anywhere from 2 to 3 stories high. Some were like duplexes. But as we drove around to the apartments, they had, apparently it was going to rain, and it looked like it already did or going to. And on each balcony of these apartments and duplexes, there were wood attachments up the wall to each balcony. And to each of those, you were able to take the cushions off of your outside patio furniture and put them in those wooden inserts between the building and the insert. I hope I'm saying that right. So you were able to put the cushion between the wall and the wood and they were kept out of the weather. And I remember looking in every apartment on every story, everybody put their cushions in those. And there was like a roof kind of like thing over all of them. No, I'm sure they weren't completely protected from the weather. But, and they, you know, like you have couches or love seat patio furniture and even chairs. They had them all tilted where the part you would sit on is angled down to the ground and you just see the back and bottom of the furniture. They had them tilted over on their balcony rail. And each floor and duplex had that. They were all tipped over so they wouldn't get ruined by the rain. But everybody did it. Everybody. I did not see one building where one person had not done that. And I remember sitting there thinking, well, everybody is in unison. Everybody is taking care of their things. Because you know, here and now, people with outdoor patio furniture usually just leaves it out in the rain and the snow. And you see them out on the curb within a year or so, and they're rotted or broke or whatever, I don't think this happened at that time because they took really good care of their things. Me saying this, I was kind of given a message listening to these hypnosis sessions online that the extraterrestrials will probably come. They will come and they will say, more or less, you're ruining Earth, you're harming her. The environment is polluted. You're killing trees for houses and such when you can do things for the environment and not killing the trees. You're polluting the water, and this is how you can fix it. Here's what you can invent to fix that, and stop getting patio furniture that you don't take care of because, it's wood that you're kind of like sacrificing. Well, I chopped down this tree to do my patio furniture, but within a year, it's going to be tossed to the side. So we killed that tree for nothing, kind of thing. They're going to come here and teach us how to eat right. They're going to teach us, in which we already know, how to not fill our food with chemicals and such and steroids. We're not supposed to be eating our animals. And if you don't believe that, that is okay. I'm not going to sit here and say you're wrong. We all believe in what we believe, and I'm not one to sit here and say that you're wrong. And I hope that you're not saying on the other side that I'm wrong. But this is just what I know. And what you've grown up to learn is what you know. So we all have our own beliefs. But they're supposed to come here and teach us how we are supposed to have free energy, grow our own food. We're not supposed to be working for money. We're not supposed to be working the way we are. We're supposed to be living for each other. If we know a doctor in one house and they need something that we have and we need a doctor, we swap. That's the way we're supposed to live. And oddly, I knew that as a little girl. I don't know how I knew that, but I always thought that. And I remember also thinking as a little girl, our electric should be free, our gas should be free, our water should be free, everything should be free because it comes from Earth and our atmosphere, you name it. So who stepped in and said, okay, I'm taking the electricity and I'm going to charge everybody for using it? That doesn't make sense. My opinion is, okay, if you don't want to be charged for electricity, then get solar panels. And that's what I hope to do in the future, because I want to be off-grid completely, and that's the way it should be. Now, let's just say on my thought there, let's just say we're all supposed to be having solar panels and wells for water, etc., etc. Let's just say since we don't work for money, but somebody can make these solar panels, we give them food in exchange. It's supposed to be that way. And I've known this since I was a little girl. We're not supposed to be treating Earth this way. We do need somebody to come here and say, this is the way that it's supposed to be. And I hope I don't get dinged for this, because I did on the other one about how we're supposed to be living. I think it was. I can't remember. Hopefully not. I really hope not. So if you don't hear from me in a week, I got dinged. But that's truly the way we're supposed to be living. And that is how the extraterrestrials live on their planets. Just like I said, they don't harm their planet or anything, and they help each other out. So I kind of wanted to talk about that today. I hope it was helpful to you, at least. And I hope that maybe I put some thoughts in your head. I hope that there's some inventors out there who can invent things and not charge an arm and a leg for it, because not everybody can afford that. But that's all I've got to say for today. I hope you guys are well, and I hope you are having a very peaceful day today. And I'm going to send you all love, light, and peace. Bye.